The session is going to know about the connected components and spanning trees and bi-connected graph. The connected component means the connected component means it is a simple component of an undirected graph is a subgraph in which each pair of nodes is connected with one another via by path. The set of nodes forms a connected component in an undirected graph. If any node from the set of nodes, it can reach any other nodes by traversing edge. This is one of the main um, definition for reachable the connected graph. This is one of the example for one connected component. In this graph, there are several vertices and edges are here. There are six vertices are represent in that graph: V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, and V6. And E1, E2, E3 up to E7, there are represent as edges under the set of graph. So the graph has one connected component. Let's the name as we have assumed C1, and which connects all the vertices in G1, that is a graph. So we hold the set of connected component between the vertices V1 to V2 and V2 to V3, V3 to V4, sorry, V5 and V6. And V1 the vertices connected V4 and V3, and V4 connected the vertices V5. So these are the one connected components in given undirected graph. This is another example for more than one connected component. Here there are three types of graphs are there. First one is V1 to V6 represent first graph, and V7 to V9 represent is second graph, and V10 to V12 represent third graph. There are the three set of components are there. So these this this vertices connected with one another, and edges also represented in between these two vertices. So the three connected component C1, that is we assume this graph as C1, this graph is C2, and this graph is C3. So we represent C1 under the vertices V1 to V6, and the C2 graph represents C7 to V7 to V9, and the third graph represents V10 to V12. So the each connected components pick up the vertices, that is called connected component. Here we go to know about the bi-connected component. A maximal connected subgraph H, that is the both bi-connected and properly connected component from the subgraph, that is called bi-component. Here there are the um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 subgraphs are there. Under the six subgraphs, the in between the two graphs, there are some um, subgraphs can be formed formed from the bi-connected component. From this diagram, the two bi-connected component cannot have a common edge, but they can have a common vertices. So we will mark the edge with an ID of their bi-connected component. The common vertices of several bi-connected component is an articulation point. The articulation point separates the bi-connected component of a graph. If the graph has no articulation point, it is a bi-connected component. So we will try to identify the bi-connected component. We'll search for articulation. Here, this is one of the algorithm for finding the bi-connected component using articulation point. So based on that depth first search, we can visit the bi-connected component. Here, the first we have to start from the source node, and the visited nodes are being pushed into the stack. If the minimum value can be defined, it can be checked for the condition which one of the component, sorry, which one of the connected component will be nearer from one vertices to common edge of the one vertices to another vertex. So we have to search the articulation point at the edge of the stack. So if it is there are the edge of the bi-connected component between u and v, the the edge of the stack will be searching, and after it search, after the component will be getting the edge of the stack, get the value of the vertex and push it into the stack. So the algorithm will be also find the time computation of the algorithm. The next topic is minimum. The next topic is a spanning tree. The definition of the spanning tree of the graph is it is a subset of graph that covers all of its vertices using minimum number of edges. That is the main thing for cover the vertices. Some properties of an spanning tree has, since the spanning tree covers all of the vertices, it cannot be disconnected, and the spanning tree cannot have any cycle, and it consists of n minus 1 edge, where n is the number of vertices of the graph, but because it uses the minimum number of edge, so it consists of n minus 1 edges. The graph has more than one spanning tree, so the complete graph can have maximum of n power n minus 2 spanning tree. Here it is one of the example for the graph. This is one of the graph. Based on this graph, we have to possibly we have to set the different type of spanning trees here. We have to create a spanning tree based on depth first search or breadth first search. We have to compute, frame the spanning tree from the graph. Then another point is the minimum spanning tree. The minimum cost spanning tree means the weight of an edge is just of the value of edge or cost of the edge. For example, in graph representation, the edges has been represent as a value. For example, for define for finding the distance between the two cities means the distance can be represent as an edges of the two city, or we can represent as a weight. So the cost of the edge means it represents a value of the two vertices. So network means a graph with weighted edge or cost, that is called network. The value, the weighted means just like a value. Here the spanning tree means including all the vertices in graph is called spanning tree. Here the all for connecting all the node in a graph with the minimum number of edge, such the total weight is minimized. So the algorithm of a network into the tree structure, it is denoted as a minimum spanning tree of the network. Here, the minimum spanning tree of the network is chosen in two ways. There is every node in the network must be included in spanning tree, and overall edge weight of the spanning tree is the minimum possible that will allow the path between any two nodes in the tree. So this is the two main thing for follow the edge for minimum spanning tree. Here in this minimum spanning tree for a graph, there are three algorithms can be followed. One is crucial algorithm, another one is Prim's algorithm, and third one is Soln's algorithm. In Kruskal's algorithm, this algorithm follows greedy approach. At every stage of the solution, it takes that edge which has the minimum cost and builds the minimum spanning tree. The node of the graph are initially considered as a n distinct partial tree with one node each. At each step of the algorithm, two distinct partial trees are connected into the single partial tree by an edge of the graph. When only one partial tree exists, it is a minimum spanning tree. The issue of this, what connecting arc to use at each step. So it uses the arc of minimum cost that connects two distinct trees. To do this, the arc can be placed in the priority queue based on the weight. The arc of the lowest weight has been examined to see if the connect the two distinct tree. If we determined the arc x comma y connect the distinct tree, we can implement the tree field with the parent a field in each node. Then we can traverse all the ancestor of x and y. So to obtain the root of the tree contained. If the root of the two trees are same node, then x and y are already in same tree, so it is discarded. And the arc of next lowest weight is examined, and combined two trees simply involve and setting the parent of the root of one to the root of another. So this is removing the minimum weight arc and adjusting the priority queue. So it is assuming as true of most graph by assuming n less than e. E is a priority queue. So we forming this algorithm by analyzing order of e log e. In first step, to construct the minimum spanning tree by construct a queue with cost of edges such that the edges are placed in a queue in ascending order of the cost. So from the graph, we have to place the edges in ascending order of cost. And step 2, to create n set of each consisting one node, and n is the number of nodes in a graph. So we have to create the sets 1 to 7. Then in step 3, to delete a cost from the queue, let the node associated with the edge u comma v. That is, I told previously x comma y, the arc. So the nodes are associated with the edge, and now the value 10 is deleted from the first queue and the node associated with 1 comma 6, and check if the node x comma y, that is u and v, is belong to the same set or different set. So it is a different set means the output matrix is shown, and 1 belongs to S1 and 6 belongs to S6, and then enter into the T matrix. And if the node belongs to same set means the then entering into the matrix will given an output cycle. So it's avoided, and the T matrix is n minus 1 row and 2 columns. So 1 and 6 will be displayed in the T matrix. After entering the T matrix, the S1 and S6 are merged and looks like a 1 comma 6. So above the process step 3 repeatedly in queue until the queue becomes empty and the solution will be derived. So the derived statement will be displayed here, and after the delete the 12 from the queue, and one by one it will be entered into the T matrix and merged into the x and y cost, that is 3 comma 4 will be merged, and q of the edge of the cost will be maintained. Then next one is 16 will be deleted, and 2 comma 7 can be queued into the T matrix, and the next one 16 will be deleted. And set S9 or S10 are merged, and 18 1 by 1. From 1 by 1, the queue of edge cost will be deleted, and if it is belonging to the set means the T matrix not entered into the value. Otherwise, the value can be merged into the T matrix. The process will be happened until the queue will be empty and T matrix will be framed completely. The algorithm comes to an end. So this is the node spanning tree representation from step 1 to step 4. First, initially enter the value and merge the queue value. Then second, its frame, the 12 will be given, and third step, the 14 will be merged into the T matrix, and 16 will be entered into the T matrix one by one. Then and one by one, the cost will be merged inside the matrix. Then finally, it makes the one spanning tree. So based on the minimal cost of edges, it frames the spanning tree based on crucial algorithm. This is an algorithm, pseudocode for a crucial algorithm to construct a queue with edge cost such that there are in ascending order. So first we initialize the minimum cost equal to 0, and condition will be happen whether I less than n minus 1, otherwise the queue is not empty, And if one by one we have to delete the minimum cost edges from the queue and find out u and v value vertices and edges, and finally we can calculate the minimum cost and merge the two edges into the tree matrix, and until the process will be repeated when the queue is empty. So the finally we have to found the minimum spanning tree using crucial algorithm. The next one is Prim's algorithm. The Prim's algorithm is to find the minimum cost spanning tree uses the greedy approach. It is one of the similarity of shortest path first algorithm. It is also coming from a spanning cost minimum spanning tree. It is a contrast with Kruskal's algorithm. It treats the node as single tree and keeps an adding new node to the spanning tree from the given graph. For three main steps can follow in Prim's algorithm. There are to begin with any vertices which can think with suitable and add it into the tree. And second one is finding an edge that connects any vertex in the tree to any vertex that is not in tree, noted that it do not have to form cycle. When the n minus 1 edges has been added, for it stops to add the tree. This is a 3 steps follows in Prim's algorithm. For example, in Prim's algorithm to understand, this is one of an example for Prim's algorithm to understand the steps. This is one of the graph from source node to end node. Then several nodes have a two or more connected graphs. Then this is also inner loop for C, and A to B have another connected graph. So in Prim's algorithm, it removes all the loops and parallel edges from the given graph. So A to B and the inner loop of C can be removed and keep ones which has the least cost associated and remove all the others. For from A to B edge, there are two connected graphs, parallel edge. One is the value is 6, another one of the value of edge is 9. So it takes the least thing of the edge, parallel edge. So remove the A to B of the value 9 value can be removed. So finally, all the removed inner loop and parallel edges and forms this type of graph. And second step, choose any arbitrary node as a root node for framing the Prim's spanning tree. So we have to choose S as a node, and so that the node can be a root node, and all the nodes of the graphs are included at least one edge which will be joined to the rest of the tree. So third step, check outgoing the edge and select the one with less cost. So after choosing this root node, which one of this edge will be less cost means 7 and 8. Here 7 is a lesser weight. So you choose the edge S comma A lesser than the other and treat it as one node, and we check for all edges going from out of it and select one which has the lowest cost include the tree. So another one is from A, we have to visited the which one is the least cost node H. So we choose A to C, that is 3. The edge of the value is 3. So we have to select and S to A and A to C. The tree is will be formed. Again, we have to treat it as a node and check all the edges again. However, in C, the visitor nodes are B and D. Here, the edge of value 3 and 4, when compared, 3 is a lesser. So we have to choose C to D. So the graph will be formed as S to A to C, and C to D. And from the node D in the spanning tree, there are two edges are there, and then two edges are same thing. So we have to yield at least cost for getting the spanning tree. So we have to take both the edges included, and we have to draw the diagram S to A to C, C to D, then D to B and T. This is one of the spanning tree algorithm for by getting least cost method using Prim's algorithm. This is an algorithm for Prim's algorithm. Here the graph and vertices and edges have be taken, and whether it is contains n minus 1 edges. Let's we visit from the source node and find out the least cost edge, and we added into the tree node for making a spanning tree. If it has no fewer than n minus 1 edges, then it will be taken as a no spanning tree. The next one is Solin's algorithm. The Solin's algorithm, the minimum spanning tree of the weighted graph in a tree whose edge sum to minimum weight. In other words, we tell as a minimum spanning tree is a tree formed from the subset of the edge in a given undirected graph. There are the two properties are happen in the Solin's algorithm. First one is it spans the graph, that is it includes every vertex in the graph, and it is a minimum, that is the total weight of all edges is low as possible. In Solin's algorithm, to select several edges at each stage, and at the start of the stage, the selected edge together with all n graph vertices forms a spanning forest. So during this stage, we select one edge for each tree in this forest. The edge is a minimum cost edge that has exactly one vertex in the tree. So this selected edges are added to spanning tree being constructed. So multiple copies of the same edge are to be eliminated. Also, when the edge graph has several edges with the same cost, it is possible for two trees to select two different edges. that connect them together. At the start of the first, at the end of the stage, or when no edges remains to be selected. In this Solin's algorithm, there are two basic operations has been followed. One is nearest neighbor, another one is merge of two vertices. The nearest neighbor vertex, as the operation takes an input, a tree, spanning the node n and determine an arc of vertex I comma j, otherwise with the minimum cost among all the arc emanating from the node. Then merge of two vertices. This operation takes an input two nodes I and j, and if the two nodes belong to two different trees, then merge these two trees into single tree. These are the two basic operations happen in Solin's algorithm. This is an algorithm for Solin's algorithm to form the forest consisting of a node in a graph, while the forest has more than one tree. For each tree in the forest, choose the cheapest edge and form the vertex in the tree and two vertices not in the tree, and merge the tree with common vertices. For keeping the forest of minimum spanning tree continuously and connect all the cost of each edges in the tree and form the minimum spanning tree it connects to. This is one of the example figure for Solin's algorithm. The figure shows that the edging stages in Solin's algorithm when it begins with graph in figure A. The initial configuration of 0 selected edges is the same as that shown in figure B. Then each tree in this spanning forest is a single vertex. The edge selected by the vertex is 0, 1, 6, etc. And it forms 0, 5, 1, 6, 2, 3 and 3, 2, 4, 3 and 5, 0 and 6, 1. The distinct edges in this selections is 0, 5, 1, 6 and 2, 3 and 4, 3. So this is the distinct edges will be selected, and adding these to the set of selected edges and result in the configuration as in the figure in C. And finally, the next stage of the tree of the vertex is 0, 5 and 5, 4, and the remaining two trees is selected in the edge, and the additionally of the two edges to the set of selected edges constructed in the spanning tree and complete the spanning tree in the figure D. This is a process for completing the spanning tree by using Solin's algorithm.